flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling. Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, on this very last day of 2024. I'm glad I could make it to do this stream. I've just realized that because my Level Up crashed out earlier. Remember, I had that crash. Well, for those of you that saw the stream before, all my knobs and everything on my controllers are in the wrong position, and I can virtually guarantee you I flooded the engines in that Zibomod. So we're going to have to motor it a little while before we introduce new petrol, new A1 or whatever. Yeah, so thank you for joining me. I hope you had a good day or still having a good day. If you still have sunlight, here by us it's 8 p.m. My daughter asked me to take her to go see fireworks later on, so I don't know if there will be. I heard some rumbling in the weather. We'll see. But this is a good time and a good way to just settle the old year and go into the new year. So I hope you guys are going to have a very good 2025, that it will be much better than 2024, that you will all be blessed. Hello Geert, JVP, Michael, and Umar, good and nice to see you. Welcome. So anyway, a couple of things happened, man. I was busy with this level up thing today like nobody's business. Initially I thought we didn't tell you guys, and then I went back and I looked because I spoke to Peter. The update was clearly marked to be for X-Plane 12. Unfortunately, a couple of X-Plane 11 guys jumped the gun and killed the aircraft and had to reinstall, it seems. So sorry for you guys, but you really need to read next time. I'm laughing because if I don't laugh, I'm going to cry. But yeah, that is unfortunate. You know, you're going to have to pay attention. I've also learned something else about the level up using the Orbx installer. That is going to be a problem for guys like me that use Linda and that update the Zibo component manually. Because what it does, I did the update is now live in Orbx. What it does is it physically deletes the folder and reinstalls a new folder. So any of your camera views are gone. Even if you use the default camera or X camera, it's gone. It gets rid of it. It destroys your liveries. It obviously throws away the Zibo component. So you guys are really going to have to be very careful. If you do not have any modified files, it's good to use Orbx, okay? But I'll have to have a word with Peter and we'll have to come up with a plan, if possible, to prevent that from happening. I fortunately had the presence of mind of making a backup of my level up folder before I ran that update through the Orbx direct installer, because otherwise I would have been pretty upset if all my liveries were gone. Some of those liveries are irreplaceable. You know, I'll never be able to get them back. I'll have to pay someone to make me new ones, you know. So you guys, we're going to learn together, and I'm going to share the details here as much as possible. Please warn other people as well. You know, it comes back to that old thing, you know, if you want to do it right, do it yourself kind of a thing, I think. You know, if you are like me and you do modify the files, don't use the installer. Going to be an issue. So anyway, back to goodness and good news. Zibo gave us fix 10. Fix 10 is compatible with the level up. I did update mine already, and if you guys know how to do that, you know, you can do the same. Just be careful, don't break your level up. There's only one procedure that works. If you don't follow it, don't do it. Okay, so just also bear that in mind. Then I'm busy loading up here. We might as well get going. Oh, there's one more thing, very, very important. Very important. In my previous video, I showed you guys that I did not see, not on my system, it just wasn't available, that there were updates to the AMD graphics drivers. Then MIGMA, thank you very much MIGMA, he actually went and he looked and he found an updated driver that was released on the 27th of November, marked for 24.12.1, right? So I got it. I installed it. We're going to see what it does. You know, so I'm flying the same route. The only difference is I'm not flying it with level up. I'm now flying it with the Zibo, but same basic weather, same everything else in my sim. So if it goes through now, oh, another thing is it's nighttime, not daytime, but You know, for the rest, it's the same flight. So if it goes through now, then we know that that driver was crucial. Why Adrenaline didn't tell me the update is a question. I never bothered to go look, you know, it's just never came in my mind. I was waiting for the software to tell me, hey, there's an update. It never did. So that's done. That also needs to be tested now, which is what we're going to do. Hope you guys had a good day and that you're ready for 2025, eh? 1099. All right, all of these settings are still the same. I just need to go get Gatwick's runway settings now. Same runway, same everything. 256, 57, 257. Perfect. We're going to do all the same procedures. The only difference that I did notice in my OFP is I've got a different flight level. This time it is 300, not 380. So that is what it is. We might do a step climb on our own and get it over with, but that's what somebody gave me now. Yeah, hello, Mikma. We were just talking about you. Happy New Year to you too. I'm going to take ILS 25. I'm going to take the precision. Yeah, we'll see if it works now, mate. We'll keep an eye on it. You can enjoy it with me. Oh, the one thing that I do want to check is my autosave configuration. Where on earth is that again? Where did we put that? Autosave is 5 minutes. Okay. So if the sim crashes out, and if it's possible to use the save facility, I'll come back, we'll complete the flight. You know, unlike this morning that I just wanted to run away and punch the pillow, you know. So we'll look at that.
Ground to flight deck. I can now see where you want to go. Just call me through the menu when you're ready.
Start this APU anyway now already. So we're gonna really move fast now. I don't think we stepped through the legs. We'll just go back and do that. See, talking too much. 3 flight level 300. That's perfect. Step the legs. Just want to quickly fix that. Thanks. We don't need more than that. Okay, 0.8. And 0.18. See what this thing says. One 008. Never seen xEnviro be that wrong. Switch it off and back on. 1018. Clear the weather. I'm just going to do it one more time. Otherwise, we might have to log a ticket for this one because this is weird. Never seen this happen. Right, we'll let it run a minute or two before we worry about it again. If we have both of the FDs on, that is done. That is done.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit, we've got the ETA driving up.
I did, but it was related to my AMD graphics. And the reason I say that is every time after the status, I would crash the desktop, run out of memory. So I'm hoping that is now gone. Something of the past.
Doors and hatches are closed for the connects.
Ready for pre-flight procedure.
Pre-flight procedure. Oh crap, that was the wrong one.
Pre-flight procedure.
Stop there quickly.
All commands and checklists aborted.
Before start procedure. That's the right one.
Before start procedure.
Tail is connected and our air screen is started. Release the parking brake when ready. Okay, starting push back now and you may start your engines.
Before start procedure complete. Ready for before start checklist.
Right. Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Yeah, I hadn't forgotten about it. I just got her doing her story first. Let's just do the engines before we taxi. We'll set that. Help her anyway a little bit. Oh, no. We're not going to put fuel. We're going to let it motor a while, I said. Because I think it's flooded now. My 2 little levers were lifted for probably the first 3 or 4 minutes of the stream. And that's because it crashed out. I never reset this thing. Alright, that looks like about 6. We'll ask it to just check it for us. Okay, well, let's start it. Let's see if it does anything. Okay. Still says 1750 Zulu. 1750 Zulu 1018. Explain his way out because that's the yesterday's. That's fine. That's Noah.
Disconnecting tail, please stand by.
Trim down.
Okay, ever so slightly. Thank you, Linda.
Captain, could we cool down the cabin a bit, please?
Yeah, we'll get there. Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Has been disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. The signal will be on the roads. Have a safe flight. See you after. Bye-bye.
It would see the API, whatever the API sees, which means that it
25
is
N2.
unknown because we don't see the API now. We can't see that what the API gives. Happy New Year, Krister. Just try this engine, see it starts. Migma, I'm going to
Ready for
trust.
before taxi procedure.
I'm going to trust xEnviro.
Engine start procedure.
Yes,
complete.
exactly. We're going to trust xEnviro. We're just going to use that. It's supposed to take over. What I actually need to do. Let's do this. Let's do it this way. All right. Let's take a screenshot of both of these things and actually put it in our development server there at Andre's side for xEnviro, so we can show him the discrepancy. It's a good idea. Let's go pop it in there quick. Come on. Okay, so that is sent. Yeah, of course, but we need to bring everything under their attention. Make sure they know what we see and know. You know. I've never seen such a huge discrepancy. That's bad. That's the first time ever. And the only reason it bothers me is if you look at the elevation, you see that's ground level. See, if we now go and we set it to 1008 according to the map, that's closer to ground zero. We're slightly below ground now, but I mean, that's ground zero. So the aircraft thinks that it should be 1009. Nigma, you and I think exactly the same. See, this is true. This is what I perceive. Let me actually take a screenshot of this as well. Okay, right. Andre says, while he's talking to me there, so we'll let that go. All right, so let's do this. Before taxi procedure.
Captain, could we cool down the cabin a bit,
Yes,
please?
we're coming. Before taxi procedure.
Before taxi procedure.
Right. Taxi light is on. See, look at even the
taxi procedure
temperature.
complete.
Look at that temperature.
I am ready for before taxi checklist.
Okay, I don't know
Cabin
what
crew,
my
take
probes
your
are set
seats,
to. They
prepare
could
for
be
takeoff.
non-aspirated. Yeah, he wants to see this, so let's just go there. Look, even the temperature there, it says the airport temperature is 28. Oh, that's a hell of a big cracker. Just went off outside the house here. See, that is totally wrong. I bet any money that that temperature is very definitely wrong. Yeah, okay, we can do that. We can do that. I have no idea. Andre says looks like something's interfering. I have absolutely no idea what it is, what it could be. I mean, explain weather is off. Happy New Year, Christer. Cheerio. I don't see any changes. This all looks perfect. Looks like mine did not change. So anyway, let's go grab this. Strange. Ooh, what happened here? Okay, it didn't reset. No, that shouldn't do it. No, there's definitely something interfering with the weather. Let's quickly do this. Let's do this. Switch off xEnviro and actually go to the airplane. Explain real weather. Let's see what explain real weather does. Then we can always go back. Hello, Marius. See now, look at that. Explain real weather is right. Let me just type it. Just switched off XE and set XP. Real weather, and it is correct. Very strange. Exactly, I've never seen this. Never ever seen this. See, 11 degrees. I'm busy confusing poor old Andre completely now. I don't know. Let's switch it off. Let's go back to XE. While we're doing testing, we might as well do it proper. Manual. clear. Apply. We out. xEnviro. On. Plugins. xEnviro. Historical weather is not on. Just to make sure. Yeah. Yes, Mick, my XE is wrong. This is definitely an xEnviro issue. Andre will have to look at this because there's definitely something wrong. Very definitely. So I guess we are going to switch off xEnviro and just go for real weather. That's bloody interesting. So let's go back to real weather. Apply changes. Right, well, the developer knows now. So, I mean, remember, guys, they don't really support the betas. Okay, now we've gone off the beta. We now have the latest full release version, which is 12.1.3, which means that between the last beta and the release, just like with Level Up, there could be a change. So the developer is going to have to go and look at it because they could literally have changed something that has now killed xEnviro. As easy as that. Okay, so we are in the right place, and if we now go and we actually do a weather request here, EGAA, EGKK, not at AA yet. We should get the appropriate weather then. So NOAA and that one should be the same. See, they explain real weather. That has not updated yet. It's updated enough so that these two can actually correspond, but it's going to take a wee while for that one to meet that one. Antonio, that wrote the NOAA weather plugin as we know it today, explained the update. You know, can take like 5 or so minutes. So we just need to give that one a go because it's obviously still looking at yesterday's weather, but the rest of explain is now put up. Let's do it again. Let's see what it explains. Now 1018. See, it's updated. Alright. Let's go. Very interesting. Very interesting. Exactly. That's why I coined the phrase bloody computers. I tell you. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Yeah, we've got 3 greens on that flaps 5. RTO is set.
Approaching 26
I'm
left.
happy. Right runway or
Runway 26 left confirm.
On runway 26 left.
your first officer, she has done a good job for you in 2024. Looking forward to more awesome flights. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we just need to get the update for the level up aircraft. Then if Linda, Shanna now with that one, I'm going to be very happy. Just need to update the scripts for us quickly. Right, so we are kind of straight. Let's go.
Stabilized.
Yoga. Let's go.
Takeoff thrust set. Knots. Throttle hold.
Very strange. Oh, that's why. That's why. It's that wind.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Get up.
Acceleration altitude.
Look at the fireworks, you guys. Look. That's default in X-Plane, by the way. That's nice, eh?
Flaps up and set.
This is a flippin' 45 knot wind. You can see it's New Year.
Approaching transition. Transition level. Ready for approach checklist.
Why do you want to do an approach checklist now? Crazy. You're insane. Wow, there's a lot of these fireworks going on. I won't same to you. We're watching the fireworks and explain that. Check that. Yeah, no, go for it. It's much better than the previous one. Just make sure you update it proper, you know. When you're done, you know, on the... Oh, yeah, you won't be able to see it. Sorry, my bad. Sorry. Don't worry about that. I think these guys who made these fireworks bought from the same Chinese mall. Because all the patterns are basically just a repeat of the previous ones. Same factory. But it's pretty. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. It's just something I noticed. Okay. Okay, Mikma, enjoy. (747.3). Welcome. You got to disable explain failures, mate. Or check your bindings on your controllers. Something that's not normal. It's not how it's supposed to be. Also check in the EFB that the Zibo failures are off. Because something bit you there and it's just not normal. Let's bust these altitude restrictions. Let's try.
Transition altitude.
Can you guys hear me? My X-plane just crashed again. It's crazy. Feel like really smashing it a bit. Let's just see what it was. Yeah, out of memory again. That won't help I do a replay because, or try it again because it's just not going to work. Well, Mikma, you're not, I suppose you're not here anymore, but that's the end of that silly dream about updating AMD drivers. That's really painful. Yeah, but he's got NVIDIA. I don't think it's the same bug. He must have had something else. I didn't see it, so I don't know. Well, Sama. I don't know. This is so abnormal. I'll give it one more shot. We'll try to use one of those safe flights. Well, hopefully it made one. Sliders to the left, see if that also helps. Into Sims now, buddy. Now you're good for the moral support. Don't worry about it. One day is one day I'll get out of this AMD rut. This is funny. Somebody on Facebook just put up a notice, one of my friends. He says that due to the forecast of rain throughout the country tonight, it's advisable to set off your fireworks inside the confines of your own home for your own safety. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? Good Lord. Now this bloody thing is still open. If that thing's open, it usually doesn't go through. Then I have to kill it and try again. Wait a minute. If it dies, it dies. We start again. I'll explain right. She's dead. Here we go again. Yeah, it's 8:53 p.m. Yeah, getting close.
Captain, we are starting boarding now. Please, make sure the cabin is conditioned. Ready for before taxi procedure.
stabilized. Positive rate. Acceleration altitude. Approaching transition. Approaching transition. Transition level. Ready for approach checklist. Approaching transition. Transition altitude.
Looks like we're getting there. Come, brother, come, brother. I run in window mode because of the streaming. If I run in full screen mode, it gives the most unholy flickering. That drives me nuts. Can't do that.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
Thank you, Linda. Must be Heathrow, eh? Yep, that's Heathrow. That's behind the cloud. Well, there we see it again. Oof, okay. Stress feels a little bit better now. I wouldn't know into Sims. Absolutely no idea. It, in my humble opinion, as an absolute non-programmer, I don't know what else to say. It just looks like the AMD VRAM management is not good. That's it. As easy as that. If the AMD VRAM management was any good, it would have dumped the memory used way sooner and cleared for the next block to come in, and it's just not doing it. Just the buffer runs too full too soon. Stupid. Better day. Nice bit of turbulence, yeah. Yes, Sean. Reminds me of the kids, you know, when they were small. When they got scared, they would pull something over their head, you know. If they couldn't see the danger, they weren't in danger, you know. It's just a psychological thing. Now we're flying in the dark. We can't see the danger, so we don't care, you know. We're just here for the ride. Yeah. Now the danger doesn't matter because we can't see it. It's worrying me a little bit that we are losing speed. That's usually an indication of icing. So I'm just going to put on that anti-icing and make sure. That, to me, does not look good. There's no icing now, but it could have kicked it off already. It stopped. Speed loss stopped. So that's typical icing indication. Now the aircraft's responding better. Now it's going to increase the speed, then start the climb again. Guys must always remember this. If you start seeing a bleed off of speed, check for ice.
Thousand to level off.
So far, so good. It looks like we're gonna make it. I had a bit of a boo-boo there. I forgot to up my overhead again. Anyway, we made it quick. I'm just keeping the first 2 saves going, you know, just in case we have another failure somewhere. $121 nautical miles of descent. I hope you didn't use this morning's weather brief for this flight. Oh, no, I definitely didn't. Yeah, no, you can see there's a bit of attitude here. Let's see what the weather is doing at the destination. Okay, so there. What I'm going to do, just for our own safety, is we're going to set up for Cat 3. Yeah, Cat. Right. Let's do it this way. Just have it lying back of my mind somewhere. That's what it should be. Right, check it. Get this right. I'll have to watch my own video on this thing again. I think that's what it should be, but we'll have to check what that. Right, ILS 1099, ILS 099. Absolutely. I'm just not used to flying with it, I must be completely honest. It still freaks me out a little bit. I need more practice with it and I just don't do it. So currently, according to the weather, that is it. 9 degrees and 68 altitude. So yeah, there's a little bit of a discrepancy. Let's see if it was big enough to alter it. Yes. So that little asterisk there says that is a compensated altitude, those two as well. That one as well. Okay. Good. So, good and gooder, we're getting there. Break 3. We will obviously not use the auto land unless we have to, but like I said, on standby it is now. 1000. And we do not have a map for Cat 3. Alright, let's release that cabin. Didn't release this time, so now we did. Yeah, and it's like it's pushing the aircraft skew. The crab isn't just a crab. If you look at my screen, wait, let me show you this. Look at the difference there in the space between that little line, and look at the difference there. The reason I went here is because I wanted to see if there were any offsets. You see? Now, usually that camera will have an absolute parallel line to that other line, like so. But the moment I actually center it, look, it's like this thing is driving completely skew. Even my head is skew. And then my eye catches that immediately. I hate not looking straight, you know, and I want to look straight, I want to look straight. Crazy. complex. Huh? Ah, crazy. Oh yeah, oh damn. Oh, I need to come down. Staying down, otherwise we're not gonna descend. I don't see ice. Just in the engines. Speed bleeding off. It's not a good idea. Let's go to flight mode as well. Get that extra spark plug sparking. Make sure we don't flame out with the water. difficult. It's probably why we don't really get the icing on the wings.
Ready for descent procedure.
Very cold. Yeah. Marius. Hello, Mac. Hello, Marius.
Hello, Nico.
I didn't realize I wasn't connected to Discord. Mac, hello, Marius.
Hmm.
Didn't realize I wasn't connected to the... Hello, Colin.
Got feedback.
Yeah, that's... I can hear it, Mac. It's funny. I know you'll manage it. I'm almost at top of descent, thank goodness. I was able to recover the flight through the safe flight situation, that autosave.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah. I was watching. We're flying through the belt of rain that's causing the havoc for Hogmanay celebrations at the moment.
Oh, okay. I heard you and Scotsman talk about it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, did you hear what that one guy on Facebook said earlier? He said that because of the forecast of rain here in South Africa,
Yeah.
it's advised to do the fireworks indoors.
I take it you updated your AMD driver, did you?
I did. Still bombed out, so
Okay.
not very impressed, Mac.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in the middle of a love-hate relationship with this AMD Graphics driver and the card.
Yeah. That was what it was at the time. We didn't have any option.
Yeah, because the sales guy lied to me. I'll always remember that. I can't even remember his name anymore because he left the employment of the company. But I will always remember that the oak lied to me.
I'm still, with this rain, there seems to be too much light reflection of the rain.
I agree. Thank you, Thunder. Thank you, Uncle John. I don't know if you're watching the stream, but thank you for that message.
I suppose it's hard to check out whether you've got much oscillation at the moment, to be fair.
Yeah, it's impossible because it's not just going up and down, it's going left and right and up and down at the same time. You feel like you're sliding on a muddy road, you know, muddy farm road. Yeah.
It's more like we're flying a Star Trek.
Guys, while I'm answering the question on Facebook, you need to make peace with the fact that Level Up is an independent group of guys that simply uses the Zibo systems, okay? If Level Up gives you an update, you have to do the update. There's no ums, ands, buts, what ifs. You have to do the update. Then, if you want to update the Zibo components, you do it the way I taught you how to do it. Okay, you can't just copy the Zibo update into Level Up and think it's going to work. You're going to break both aircraft. Okay, so don't do that. Please make sure you understand what you have to do. But if Level Up gives you an update, you have to do it. Hello, Peter Jan. Yeah, you got to be careful, huh? Usually, I would say, in my instance, because I'm prone to vertigo, I get, when I'm not in control of the aircraft, you know, it happens very quickly. And if I didn't take my little tablet before the time, I get very sick. So what I usually do is I grab hold of something on the fuselage. It will probably be here towards, you know, this area here. Just make sure you don't press buttons in this area, and you hold on tight and you look down like this. If you start looking out like that, you'll throw up in 2 minutes. It will be over, and then you're gonna have to pay somebody to come and clean the cockpit. Rather keep your head in here and just hold on tight. One of the things I learned when I was still flying is if you follow the flow of the aircraft, in other words, you hold on tight and you move with the aircraft, it's also very difficult to get nauseous. But man, look outside and let go. 2 ticks. Mac, it's nice to hear the echo in the background. It's low. I don't know if the guys can hear it, but it's cool to hear the echo.
I must admit, I've never suffered from air sickness, but I do from sea sickness.
I've never been sick on the sea. And look, in all honesty, I've been sick in the air twice. Okay, it's not a reoccurring thing, because I learned how to manage it and I learned how to handle and deal with it. You know. But these are the things I learned. If I don't comply, 2 minutes, black. My wife thinks it's the most funny thing ever. That day that my brother had to bring me new clothes and we had to wash out that Cessna 210. She still laughs at me. I think the reason I haven't been seasick, and I mean, I've been in rough weather on the sea, and I mean, so deep, you don't know where the land is. If that thing went down there, you're dead. Because which way do you swim? It's going to take you for bloody ever to get to the land anyway. I don't think you'll make it. I think I was just too scared to be sick. You know, you just hold on for dear life.
I must admit, I think fear comes into it to a certain extent as well.
Yeah. My one instructor one day said to me that, I mean, and I have to take him at his word, I did not go check the studies myself. He said that one of the biggest factors in motion sickness that they've determined through studies that you obviously know about is when you feel like you lost control.
That's what I'm on about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that fear. When you feel you're out of control, you've got no control over the situation, you get very sick, very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know one thing. I need to now just be careful how I say it because I don't want to offend the wife. I taught both my wife and my son to drive. Now, my wife, that was like 30 years ago when we were still dating. Okay, because she didn't have a driver's license at that time. Never had any problems. Nowadays, she drives like a Formula 1 driver sometimes, you know. So I prefer to drive when we're together. I don't like that motion of, you know, speeding away, braking hard, going around the corner like a rickshaw driver. You know, it's just, nah. My son, I taught him to drive last year. And I've never been sick with my son. My wife, I've never really physically been sick, but I felt it coming on. because she drives so wild, you know. But with my son, it's cool. Never had a bad experience with him yet.
Takeoff was great.
My
We will see your
feeling
landing.
with people with driving is my ex-wife, I taught her to drive as well. But she was never, gave me the impression that she was never in control of the car was in control of her.
Oh goodness.
But nowadays, her driving ability is very, very good. I mean, I used to not feel perfectly safe when I didn't think she was in total control, but nowadays, no problem.
I'm never scared when I drive with my wife when she drives. It's not that I'm scared as such, but it's wild. It's a ride, man. Yes, Marius, that's the physical side of it. We were talking about the psychological side. Yeah, but physically, yes. Did I tell you? I don't think I told you guys. I met Marius yesterday. Nice guy. Really nice guy. Vaughn, if you look on my YouTube page, just scroll down a little bit. There's a section called Zibo specific tutorials. It's the very first video with level up in it, saying something about important video for level up or something. Let me quickly get it. I'll show you. Give me a second. It is called Very Important Info About the Level Up. That's what it's called. So just look on my channel. Yalla, I don't know, but I tell you, the meter didn't give me any reason to worry, but when I look at what I see on the radar, I'm still worried. See why I went for the Cat 3 configuration. Ooh, look at that fireworks. Whoa, look there. Wow.
I think the meta is it scattered at 2,600 or something?
Yeah, it was a good meter.
Belfast is out with a rain belt.
Yeah. Exactly, Roland. I've never been in charge of driving a car or flying an aircraft where I got sick. I get sick when someone else takes over and I lose that control. It's just, I don't like it. I don't like it. Well, down at the bottom where they are firing them, I cannot see that it's a 80 knot wind. This is not happening at flight level 200. This is happening a few hundred foot off the ground. I don't think the wind is a factor for them. Many years ago, I was still in school. We were in Durban on holiday, and we went to the beachfront for the fireworks. Man, it was the most amazing fireworks of my life. I wish I could give my kids that experience. Two of my friends sent me videos from Sydney, where they were at the New Year fireworks celebration in Sydney in Australia. I wish I could give that to my kids. We're going to go try see what we can see later on, but it's not like it's a actual performance, you know, a proper staged performance. This was probably just going to be, as usual, just guys shooting from their backyard. But yeah, one day we'll see a proper fireworks show.
Flight level 100, landing lights switches on.
Let's secure that cabin.
The seatbelt sign has been switched on. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been switched off.
Right, let's just check all our settings. 247. 7. Ow. Jumped. Slow the speed brake, buddy.
Approaching transition.
Looks almost like we're going to be glad that we set up for a Gatwick. Sander,
Yes, sir.
how you like them fireworks in X-Plane? It's cool, eh?
It is cool. Yeah. When I first started to see it, I said, what the heck is that on the horizon? And then later on, you explained what it was.
Transition.
Yeah.
And now that we're closer, it
Ready
looks
for
good.
Approach checklist.
Yeah. Ooh, look, the weather has changed. Look there. Slightly changed.
Yeah, I thought I saw that. But then, are you going to turn into it? Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
we're going to turn back
it, yeah.
into it, yeah. Unfortunately. It's like it.
And sorry, I brought up about the weather-induced vertigo.
No,
Started quite a
no,
conversation.
no, it's
I just
fine.
remember the old days myself.
Yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I have told my mishap on stream before. Some of the old guys, the old supporters will remember that. Don't ever have a chicken mushroom pie and a bottle of Lucozade before you go do aerobatics in the Cessna 210. You don't do that. So,
In a 210.
yeah, yeah. No, we thought we were clever. Yes, I paid the price,
Yeah.
man. No, I'm telling you, to the day my wife still laughs at me, calls me the big pilot who got sick in the air, you know, all kinds of names and stories that comes from there. yeah, my brother had to bring me a new set of clothes to the airport, man. I was lying there next to that aircraft, dead, deader than dead. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some of the things we did as well back years ago during training, loops and everything else that you're not supposed to be doing, but
Yeah.
it's fun. It's a learning experience, you know.
Yeah.
No
Look,
meaning
nobody.
to upset.
Yeah, and nobody died. You know, that's the beauty of a clean experiment. You know, nothing
Exactly,
really goes
yeah.
wrong. But you know, when your brother has to bring you a new set of clothes, you know you pushed it a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's not good. No.
What I do experience currently, coming back to the simming here, what I do experience from X-Plane is like it feels there's a memory buffer that's full, and then all of a sudden it releases. If you guys critically look at when I turn the knobs, it's like sometimes they are slow, and the next moment they jump by 10 or 20 degrees. You know, I would just be turning, look there, and it stops, and then look how far it jumped. See what I'm saying? It's like the X-Plane is just not smooth. It's really just not smooth.
Yeah, sometimes I think it's AutoOrtho loading new scenery, but maybe it's not. I know it was in the older version, but the new one seems to work pretty good.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. But there's something that's kind of filling up a buffer that releases, and then it fills up slowly again, and then it releases. And the best place to see it is when you turn that knob and it stops and then jumps by 20 or 30 degrees. All right, I think we can press the approach button. No rain yet. What's our DMEs? What, 9? Yeah. Let's go for laps 5. I can see the runway, but then again in the simulation that cloud comes up very quickly and then the runway just disappears.
Yeah.
Right. Laps 10.
Good.
Oh, slow down.
The ceiling was around 2,500 or something, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Might be okay.
$2,500. Yeah.
Yeah.
$37 knots on the nose.
Wow. You won't even need speed brakes.
Yeah, it's like it.
Ready for landing checklist.
Right, the speed brake is armed anyway. There's auto brakes on, cabin is secure, flaps 30, green light, 3 greens on the landing gear, and we can land.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing.
Right over altitude is 3,000. Someone was talking the other day about this double writing over there. Now I actually see it. It's the first time now. No GAT 3. I'd love if I land hard. I'm not used to this. I'll just give it a bash. Why not?
.500, clear to land runway 25.
400. 300. 200.
I have more than 40 FPS, but it looks like a slideshow for me. Can you guys see that?
100. 50. 40.
Not really. It's looking very good here.
20. 10.
Okay. For me, it's a slideshow.
80 knots. Throttle hold.
Very
It is
nice.
weird. Yeah, it's like I'm seeing a slideshow, but my FPS is 40 plus.
Unlocked. Auto brake in use.
We're probably gonna run out of VRAM just now again. If it starts doing funny things like this, I can eventually guarantee you that VRAM's full again.
60 knots.
Oh, I hate that.
Yet.
It's an absolute slideshow for me. It's
You are
strange that you guys don't see it.
Yeah, it looks smooth here, so I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Weird.
There was a little bit of stuttering with the approach lights, but otherwise,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah, my stuttering never stopped. It's literally like, even now, it's like I'm seeing a slideshow. I'm getting that buffer effect where I say it loads full, then it releases, and then it loads. It's absolutely driving me insane right now.
anyway, nice flying, Nika.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Approaching.
Thank you so much.
Way to ring in the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm sure we'll do a stream
On
again,
runway
you know,
3,
and
5.
so on. So you guys must enjoy all your festivities. Drink responsibly, please. Don't drink and drive. You've got people that's gonna miss you if you sit in jail or if you are dead. So don't do that.
Absolutely.
Health and happiness.
Yeah. Yeah, 24 hours bottle to throttle. Remember that.
Flaps up and set.
After landing procedure. Ah, dead. There you go. Good luck to everybody here. May you guys have a blessed year. We'll be here and we'll share the stories, I'm sure. Thank you, Sean. Yeah.
Secured. Have a good flight.
I think if I reboot the PC, this buffer would be clear
Ready
and
for
I would be able
shutdown
to fly again. Anyway, cheers guys. Thank you so much for watching. Go have your fun. We'll speak to you soon again. Bye bye, and thanks for supporting here.